Welcome back to another post-game Montreal Canadiens, game number 41. This is the half of the season, and it was not pretty. You can see 8-2 against the Minnesota Wild, won the worst game on the Montreal Canadiens this season from the beginning to the end, and I can blame many players inside that. They just don't show up. They are all already in Montreal before the puck drop, and unfortunately, the Wild just destroy the Montreal Canadiens. Another loss for the Montreal, and it is what it is. So a final score, Minnesota Wild 8, the Montreal Canadiens 2. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to give you all the information you need to know what's happening between the Bleu Blanc Rouge and the Wild tonight in Minnesota. Of course, you know the drill. Before we start, we want to invite you. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, click on the likes if you enjoyed this video. And finally, tell me what you think about the Montreal Canadiens. Not only that game, but also maybe the first 41 game of the season for Dominic Charm and his player. Let's dive in for what we do at the beginning of the post game. We show you the box score, the score sheet of the game. A little bit fun today because there's so many games. I just copy the box score from the website. At the first period, the Montreal start right away. It's rare, first of all, they score the first goal of the game. It's rare they score at the beginning of the period. It's not happened a lot. On the 41 game, it's maybe happened 2-3 times, that's all. And Mike Hoffman fire a one-timer shot over the left shoulder of Cam Talbot. Dauphin and Petry got an assist. It was also the 300 point of Jeff Petry during his career in NHL. So at 1:23, the Montreal Canadiens take the lead 1-0. But less than 2 minutes later, Jared Spurgeon scored on a slap shot from the top circle, left side of Primo. Goligoski got an assist. It's 20 seconds. A Greenway got an assist to tie the game 1-1. This was a miscommunication of the forward to not cover the point. And that's, again, awareness on the defensive side. That's a problem right there. And then Muppet number 26, Jeff Petry. Well, you know how I love him a lot. Make another mistake. First, before that goal, he make another mistake, give away the puck to give a breakaway to the Minnesota. He didn't score. Then after that, in the next shift, he create a turnover in neutral zone. The guy come inside the zone. He missed the body check. And then after that, a pass from Merrill to Greenway. And then Foligno score. His 17th of the year. Great year for Marcus Foligno. Give the lead 2-1 to the Wild at 9:22. That was the only goal for that period. After 20 minutes, guys, the score was 2-1 for the Minnesota Wild. At that moment, both teams have, let me check, 2 power play. Both them did not take advantage of their power play. Really, both didn't have a lot of opportunities during those power play. But what I want to remind you, at the end of this period, 21 shots versus 8 for the Wild. It was all about the Wild. Primo make a solid couple of great saves. Again, not good enough to give the lead for the Wild. At the second period, we still believe the game was not too bad. Or whatever the shot was, it was not too bad. But 2 goals in space of 22 seconds. First, Connor DeWar score his first goal of the season. Nico Sturm and Goligoski got an assist. Second point for Goligoski. But the point here is, guys, it was a shot for about 45 feet. Primo completely missed that one over his glove. I don't know what he saw. I don't know what's the problem there. But it was really bad. Honestly, I see at that moment some body language at the bench. I see some veteran was frustrated right there. And then, boom, again, right away. Nico Sturm scored 7 of the year. They were getting an assist, second point of the night. And Spurgeon got also an assist. Gave the lead Wild 4-1, and that's it. That's all. Close the book, because at that moment, Sean called a timeout. Did not change anything, honestly. Montreal could not do anything against the Wild. But at that moment, this game was over at 4:23 at the second period. We have to wait until the end of the period to have an amazing great play between Kaprizov and Zuccarello. Zuccarello score is 12 of the year at 19:29 to conclude the 5-1 after 40 minutes. That was the end of the night for Primo as a goaltender. This is the second time in the last 3 games he got removed after the 40 minutes. And it was 5-1. The shots on the second period, guys, it was 11-7 advantage the Wild. 1 power play for the Wild. Again, did not do well. 0-3 after 40 minutes on power play for the Wild. But again, this game was over. Right, I forgot to remind you at the beginning of the game, at 46 seconds, I believe, Devorek left the game after he got a elbow shoulder at the head from Spurgeon, and he never returned in the game. During the third period, 2 new goaltender. What? Yes, McNavid start with the Montreal Canadiens, remove Primo. Then we heard Talbot could have another injury after he came back for the first time from an injury, and now we have to reevaluate his situation. Then Kakkonen came in the game, and Montreal took an advantage. The ex-Minnesota Wild Rem Pitlick score is 8 of the year. Pass from pocket is Jake Evans. It was the first point of Evans in the last 17 games. Cut the lead from 4-3, but again, there was 2 over. Less than 2 minutes later, during a power play, Matt Boldy, the rookie, scored his 3rd of the year. Kaprizov and Zuccarello got an assist. This was the second point, both of them during the game, and it was at that moment 6-2. It was not over because 3 minutes later, at 3:54 seconds later, Jordy Ben, ex-Montreal Canadiens, scored his first goal of the year. Ben does not score a lot of goals in any shot. And he find a way to come back low and score against McNavid. STURM and Fiala got an assist, 7-2. But it was not over because Fiala had another one just to destroy more the Montreal Canadiens at 15-12. Frédéric Gaudreau and Mal Boldy, second point for the Minnesota, gave the final score at 8-2. During that period, not many shots, honestly. It was 7-6 advantage the Wild, only 1 power play, 2 power play for the Wild, and they took advantage of one of the 2. At the end of the game, some pushing between Foligno and Peseta, and then Jake Evans. After that was STURM, but we have also a fight during the second period between Hartman and Anderson. That was pretty much what happening during the game. Let's jump in about the number of the game. First of all, 8-2 final score, 39-21. Another many shot on the goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens, too many. 61-39, another destroy area where the Wild was better to Montreal. 1-5, 0-2 for the Montreal Canadiens on the power play. The hit, 33-27 advantage Montreal, 13-10 for the black shot for Montreal. Finally, 35 minutes of penalty for Montreal, 29 for the Wild. 5 gave away for Montreal, 11 for the Wild. The best player for the Minnesota are Marcus Sturm with 3 points, but many other players have 2 points. Example like Zuccarello, Kaprizov, and Kolikoski, and I can name many of them. The rookie Boldy shot 5 times on the duo McNavid and Primo yesterday. Tomba played 21-06 for the Wild. Finally, Talbot, he was removed after the 40 minutes. He gave only 1 goal and 15 shots for the save percentage and 9-3-3. For the Montreal, many players have 1 point. One of them is Petry with 300 of the career. Poland shot 3 times. Again, the goaltender for the Minnesota. Chariot played 22-31, and then Primo have only 8-4-4 save percentage. Gave 5 goals on the 30 shot he faced yesterday. Let's dive in for the 3-star of the night. The 3rd star, Jared Spurgeon. The 2nd star, Connor Deward, scored his first goal. And finally, Marco Sturm with 3 points. They are the 3-star for this game. Let's dive in for the Frenchy corner. I'm talking about last 8-2. Very ugly game overall for the Montreal Canadiens. Put this in the trash. What does the comments about the coach, the players, everything like that? We need to forget. My problem with this part, we have too many games in the trash can. The can is full. We still have 41 games to go. How can I have bad performance every freaking game? They don't show up with no effort and just give up. It just don't make sense to me, but I don't want to be upset today. Bad game for Primo. You remember during my pregame, I said to you, it's a good test for Primo. They need to figure out what kind of goaltender he's going to become in NHL. He fell again. And that's maybe a little bit of red flag with that. Primo need to go back and play a lot. And the situation, the good news for Montreal, maybe Montembeault will be ready Thursday. So that's maybe a good news with no Allen and Price out for many weeks again. The team overall had a bad game, honestly. You I understand why I was mad at Petry at some point, and Primo did not do well. But we can go all around that team. I cannot tell you one specific player have an amazing, great game. It did not happen. From the top to the bottom, nobody showed up yesterday, no effort, all right? And the work ethic was not there, and it was just a bad game overall. Obviously, yep, put this in the trash. Divorek left after 36 seconds, a concussion. That's what we expect. He's going to be reevaluated when they come back in Montreal. He got a sudden elbow, shoulder contact by Spurgeon. We don't know the gravity of the injury, but again, that's the second time Divorek is going to maybe go on the injury reserve list. This list continues all year long. If it's not Divorek, it's Gallagher. It's not him, it's Toffoli. And then it's Anderson. Now it's Drouin. It's Perrault. It's Biron. It's so Edmondson. It just cannot finish with those kind of injury about that. While too much for the Habs. The buck drop, we scored 1-0, but after that, it was all about the wall. Their speed, their work ethic, their system completely destroyed the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal guys have 5 shots in the house yesterday. 2 of them is a goal. We have 5 shots in the house. How can you win game with that? You cannot. So that's happening yesterday. And you gave another 35 shot more per game. You're not going to win those games. It's 53, 51, 48, now 39 in the last 4 games. So this complete also the trip, honestly. Petry got his third 300 point, but still struggle. OMG. He got a point, he got his 300. Congratulations, Jeff Petry, but geez, he looked bad. First player was terrible. He did at some point, he reversed a puck. That's called a D-to-D reverse or D reverse, whatever you call it. Yeah, nobody there. The puck bounced back in front of the net at the wall. He was alone. What he was thinking, the Muppet. Unbelievable. I said I'm not going to be upset. I'm going to stay calm. But Jeff Petry, he always increased my blood pressure every freaking time. Anyway. Half season, no excuse by the effort. We hit the half of the season, 41 game, only 8 W. We are on the pace to get about 40 point, 44 point, guys. Unbelievable. Just crazy to see that. I'm getting upset just talk that way. No excuse by the effort. Yeah, no chemistry inside this. It's no passing. The player don't show up. Some play good. Other one don't really care. I don't know what to tell you about this. The only good thing, a Pitlick, they claim from the waiver list from the Wild, play well. Honestly, I'm impressed by Pitlick. Since he's with Montreal, the speed he produced. You had second goal with the Montreal Canadiens, the first 5 games, 6 games now. And you have to give credit. You have 1 assist. So Pitlick's doing well with the Montreal Canadiens. Pretty much him and Lekanen. G-Charm cannot handle it, obviously. It's too much for him. He's overcoaching. He does not react. His adjustment is not great. You have bad communication. I can feel it. The player does not want to. You have something. And I think overall, it's just he cannot handle it. That's it. That's all. The TOI are all over the place. Not consistency, the line he used. He's moving everybody for up to the bottom all the time. Romanov now played 17 minutes yesterday. Kulak played 15 minutes. Before that, it was Romanov was penalized. It's just crazy. About Toffoli played only 13 minutes yesterday. Is that an injury or he just gave up because they want to get him some rest? I don't know. But again, it's all about Jake Evans. I don't know, guys. Jake Evans played 19 minutes. Same time, 1931 like Nick Suzuki. 1 point in the last 17 games. 33% percentage face-off yesterday. Duchamp have some favorite. Is Muppet, Petry, is Jake Evans, are his favorite. And they use them all the time at any situation. I don't know. I start to be sick of it. They are coming home after 5 games on the road trip. They are coming back home, and they're going to be back Thursday. Again, the Anaheim Ducks. Expect at some point Biron and Gallagher to be around. Caulfield is available now with Armia. So some change going to happening. What do you do with Cole Caulfield? Everything like that. So it'll be interesting to follow up. They play Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 games and 4 nights. And then after that, they play Tuesday. So it'll be 4 games and 6 nights. That kind of schedule. And then after that, you hear the All-Star game. But I don't know what to tell you, honestly. They're going to stop at the end of the end. I'm going to do the report card at the after season for each players, or at least many of them at some point. And then this week, I'm going to starting another Let's Talk HABS series. I'm going to starting about a trade bait, or what the kind of plan can do for the next couple of weeks to make some trade, everything like that. So that's happening about this game, honestly, between the Montreal Canadiens and the Minnesota Wild. Predators. I tried to find what's the next one I need to put here. And the next one I want to talk about, the next game is Thursday at 7 o'clock in Montreal. They host the Anaheim Ducks. For the first 41 time, this is the post-game Montreal Canadiens. Another bad game for the Montreal, 8-2. Speechless. 8W and 33 loss since the beginning of the season. This is the record of the Montreal Canadiens. And we still have 41 more games to go through, guys. So stay with me, or try to be, and we're going to see what's happening, and let's go from there. So thanks again to watching another post-game Montreal Canadiens with the hockey coach, Coach FRENCHY, for the Hockey Nation Live show. We want to remind you before we leave, of course, don't forget to subscribe, click on the likes, and tell us what you think about the game. Finally, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. I look forward to see you for the next video with Coach FRENCHY.